You've probably seen someone doing hundreds of sit-ups trying to get rid of belly fat. And honestly, it seems logical. If you want to lose fat from your stomach, train your stomach. More crunches, more calories burned by your abs, less belly fat. Right. Well, that's not how your body works. You can train your abs, you can make them stronger, you can even build bigger abdominal muscles, but you can't simply force your body to burn the fat sitting directly on top of them.
But that's simply not possible.
Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard?
So if sit-ups don't specifically burn belly fat, how do you actually lose it? And maybe more importantly, why does belly fat seem to be the last thing to go for so many people? To understand that, we first need to look at what actually happens when your body starts losing fat. When your body needs more energy than you're getting from food, it has to find that energy somewhere else. That's where stored energy comes in. Your body stores energy in several forms, including body fat. And when energy is needed, fat cells can release stored fatty acids into the bloodstream. Those fatty acids can then be transported to tissues that need energy and eventually used to help produce ATP. The energy your cells actually use. And here's the important part. Your body doesn't have a button that says, burn fat from the stomach, or burn fat from the thighs. Fat is released and used through a complex system influenced by energy balance, hormones, blood flow, genetics, and the characteristics of different fat stores. So doing 100 crunches doesn't tell your body, take the energy from this exact area. Your abs are working. But that doesn't mean the fat directly above them is the fat being used. Now, this is where things get interesting, because not all belly fat is the same. There are actually two major types we need to talk about. The first is subcutaneous fat. This is the fat stored underneath your skin. It's the fat you can usually pinch. The second is visceral fat. This fat is stored deeper inside the abdomen, surrounding internal organs. So when people say they want to lose belly fat, they're usually talking about the fat they can see and grab. Mostly subcutaneous fat. And here's where people get frustrated. You start losing weight, your face looks leaner, your arms look smaller, your clothes fit better. But then you look down, and your stomach is still there. So why? Because your body decides where it loses fat, not you. You can't tell your body, take fat from my stomach first. Genetics and biology play a big role in that. That's why two people can lose the same amount of weight and look completely different. So if you can't control where fat comes off, what can you control? The amount of fat you lose overall. And that's where the real answer begins. To lose body fat, you generally need to use more energy than you consume over time. That's called a calorie deficit. There is no magic exercise for belly fat. Walking can work. Running can work. Cycling can work. The best one is the one you can actually keep doing. And what about abs? Should you still train them? Absolutely. But here's the difference. Training your abs builds your abs. Losing body fat reveals them. Those are two completely different things. Now, what about visceral fat? You don't need a special workout for that either. You don't need to target it. The same basic principles apply. Eat in a way that supports a calorie deficit. Stay active, train, recover, and be consistent. So, how do you actually lose belly fat? You don't attack your stomach with endless sit-ups. You focus on losing overall body fat. Create a sustainable calorie deficit. Keep moving. Train to maintain muscle. And give it time, because you can't control where fat disappears first. But you can control the habits that make fat loss happen. And eventually, your belly will change too. So remember, you can train a muscle locally, but you can't choose where you lose fat locally. If you enjoyed this video and want more simple, science-based fitness content, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.